Hey, what's up, everybody? Marklad and AmyB.
Hiya.
We're decided to do something a little bit different this time. I'm sure a number of other YouTubers might have done something a little bit similar, maybe a bit more professional looking than how we are. But
yeah, sorry for the shakiness.
Yeah,
we don't have any professional thing.
But we're gonna do a bit of a reaction to a movie we've yet to watch. And
the movie series that we've watched every one of.
We've watched every single one of
movies.
Oh, the TV. Movies of not counting TV shows. We don't count that. But up to date,
we're big fans.
We've been fans of the Terminator movie series.
It's before we've even met.
Yeah. And as of right now, we've seen every single one. We've seen one, two, three, Salvation, and I think that was it.
I think there was another one.
There might have been another one, but I can't quite recall what it was. But now we come to the latest release. Dark Fate. And from what I've been hearing, it flopped horribly bad.
Well, I don't believe you should listen to that. I feel you should make your own opinions. We're going
to see for ourselves. She really wanted to watch it.
Oh yes, Anna, come on.
So we're going to find out if it's as bad as everybody says.
Oh, as good as
or it might be some good in it. But we'll see. We shall see.
So we'll check back in with you after we've seen it. Yeah. Bye.
Bye. So yeah, this quick disclaimer. This little reaction video we're doing. It will likely contain spoilers in case you haven't seen Terminator Dark Fate
or other movies in the Terminator series.
So watch it.
If you don't want to be spoiled, don't watch.
Right.
Click off now. Click the X. Click it.
All right.
Hello, everyone that's here. Enjoy.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, but I had to do this.
Less than 5 minutes in, and he's like, pause it.
We was gonna wait until after. But this couldn't wait. We didn't even make it 5 minutes into the film, and I'm already pissed off.
Language now.
They killed John Connor. 5 minutes? Really? You couldn't keep the poor guy alive? He was a pretty important character in the Terminator series to begin with. It practically makes everything that happened from the first two films practically irrelevant at this point now. If he was going to die anyway. So what was the point?
But wouldn't you already know? Because, wait a minute, in the first film, it was John Connor that sent Reese.
Yeah.
But if John Connor's dead, she would have had no idea about... She said, well, that didn't happen in 1997, that didn't happen. But how would she have had any clue if John Connor had died and not been able to grow up and send Reese back to her? How is if John Connor died as a child?
It doesn't make sense either.
If John Connor died as a child, he could not have sent Reese back. So how is John Connor even alive?
None of this makes sense already. That's my point. It's...
Yeah, because if John Connor could not send Reese back, Reese and Sarah could not have had John.
None of this would have happened.
So it kind of erases history.
Yeah. You're already to a bad start, movie. Really bad start.
We'll come back to you.
2 hours later.
Okay. Sorry, trying to get in proper position.
There you go.
Alright, so we finally finished the movie. And it was alright. I mean,
pet peeves.
It has some... There were a lot of pet peeves with it.
He had pet peeves.
Mainly the bit about John Connor in the beginning. All I can say is...
Well, you made them aware of that already.
They had better have had a damn good reason to do it. And in my honest opinion, they didn't. They really didn't. All they did, all it seemed like that they did was they took out one timeline in the making for about how many years since the first Terminator?
80s.
So they wipe it out in the first 5 minutes and decide, okay, we're going to do this instead. Create the whole brand new timeline. So it's it was basically
1984, the year you were born.
Yeah. Yeah.
The entire time that you've been born.
So basically the new girl, what was her name? Danny? She becomes the next Sarah Connor. Even though Sarah Connor was in it.
No, she didn't.
And
No, she didn't.
What are you talking about?
She became the next John Connor.
Oh, right. The next John Connor. Sorry. Because, you know...
Because she's not the mother. She is
She
the
is.
savior.
It was believed that she was the mother.
Yeah, they let it on for so long that she was going to have the baby.
It's actually her as
Well, it was Sarah's fault. She speculated that. And then Grace just didn't clarify it.
And it took, other than what happened in the first 5 minutes when Arnold kills off John Connor, you don't see him again until over halfway through the film.
Yeah. Carl.
So, oh yeah, his name's Carl. Yeah.
Carl's his human name. It suits him. It suits him.
I
Carl,
guess, yeah.
The specialist in drapery.
Yeah. I can't believe that.
That's his human job. He's going and hanging drapes and curtains.
And yet keeps an armory.
An old Terminator is now hanging curtains.
I'm sorry, but it's. They try to make this so serious, but there are so many points in the movie it was hard to take it seriously.
Like some of the old classic stuff, like Sarah Connor taking on the "I'll be back" line.
Yeah, no,
really.
That was cringe. I was like, no, you don't do that.
He just turns around and twists it and saying, I won't be back. And then he picks up the sunglasses and doesn't even put them on. Really? They should have done that.
I'm like,
even if he puts them on, looks and is like, and takes them back off. To show he's not the same person anymore.
I would have been okay with that.
Yeah.
But just the fact he's like,
Yeah.
At least he didn't crush him. I was almost wondering, like, oh, don't tell me you're going to crush the shades. Don't crush it. He didn't. But even so, you know, I don't know. It could be just nostalgia within us speaking for it. But, I don't know. I guess the action scenes were nice. It was pretty intense. And the fact... What was the name of this new Terminator series? A Rev 9 or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Has the ability to do about everything that the older models could do, split into two forms. It could shed its skeleton and can like double team you or something. And it's just, it was obviously way more overpowered than what we're used to. And there was, and they were two, okay. I want to say two Terminators, but technically Grace. That's the heroine of the story here, Grace. Technically, she wasn't a Terminator, but more of an augmented superhuman, I guess.
Yes,
that was another new thing. So yeah, there was a lot of problems, and I think it still left a few questions unanswered. But whatever. It's done. It's over with, and I don't know if they're going to do any more after this. I've been hearing that they weren't because of how awful it did in the box office. I think it had more to do with the way they were marketing it rather than the movie itself as to why it might have failed. But, you know, even though with all that, she still enjoyed it regardless. I mean, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but I can still see why people might have hated it. I did hate that bit at the beginning. Oh, I definitely feel you there.
Oh yeah. About
killing John Connor. That was not good. Not a good move there. So yeah, that's gonna do it. We might do another reaction to some other movies that we haven't seen yet. Something that, if it's something controversial, we'll see. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this little walk here of ours. So I'm Markland and AmyB. We are saying good night. Take care.
Night night. Stay safe.
And stay safe.
Stay quarantined, stay home.
And keep on gaming. Oh, sorry. Bye.